Cartwright has proven to be the major surprise here in Chicago.
You needed the big man. You needed the center. Bill Cartwright filled that role.
I'm pretty much a no-nonsense kind of guy.
Bill does, gets it to Michaels.
I knew my role. My role is the guard, and just be able to rock and roll from there.
The final piece of the Bulls championship was Bill Cartwright, and it was not a very popular trade at the time. Charles Oakley was Michael's closest friend on the team, but more than that, he was his protector against the antics of the Detroit Pistons.
We were up against some teams that were very physical. The Detroit Bad Boys were our nemesis, and Bill fit the bill. He was the enforcer, and he took care of the back of the lane. He was the one guy that stood up and played hard against them.
Third foul called on Bill Cartwright. Cartwright just slammed his hand into the back.
Now Jack Madden has a short fuse.
Once we got Bill Cartwright, I knew for a fact if you're a guard, you come in that paint, Bill is gonna knock your ass down.
Been charged against Bill Cartwright and Isaiah Thomas. They have both been ejected. They've both been tossed. Cartwright and Thomas have been thrown out.
If some guy whacks you, you try to go after him. That's just the name of the game. We both got tossed, and I went in and had a beer.
We needed someone who could guard a Bill Lambert, who could guard a Patrick Ewing. So he was, the man in the middle.
Ewing and Grant have some words, try to cool it down.
Bill and Patrick beat the crap out of each other in the paint. They beat the crap out of each other. And Will used to get so upset, I'd put him in the game, and in about 2 minutes, he'd have 2 fouls. And he'd come over and say, Coach, I said, Will, you're gonna have to earn that respect that Bill's got.
The scoop won't go, but the tip in by Cartwright. Penetration caused the problems. Ewing turned his back to Cartwright.
Clee always had your back. We never had an altercation where Bill didn't step in and put his chest into an opponent because he wasn't going to let them, intimidate us.
The most intriguing thing about Bill is that damn voice of his.
I'm just a guy that loves the game, and I just show up every day, and I want to get rings, and I want to get paid.
Jordan changed his mind. Cartwright, yes, and it counts.
I was going to be who I am. If something was on the line, I was going to speak up because that's how I learned.
Cartwright, boy, what touch for a big 7'1".
Cartwright. Hey, Big Bill on a trailer. Cartwright. The Chicago defense continues to do it.
We were a defensive team first. Phil Jackson was a defensive coach first.
Bill was that nail that we needed to get over the hump.
Think of the Bulls offense, you think of Michael and Scotty, Paxson, Horace. Bill doesn't get the credit he deserves. Without a good low post center, that offense doesn't work. And Bill Cartwright is probably the most important piece in that triangle offense.
Even at my weakest, I knew I had someone who had my back.
Horace Grant, Scottie Pippen, these were young players, and they needed someone to look up to. In the celebration, Michael went up to Bill and said, they were right. We needed you. We couldn't have won without you.
Their goal was to win a championship, and it took us some time, about half a season, to take off. But once we did, we took off.
We wouldn't have been a championship team without him. I always had great respect for Bill. As you get further away from those times, my respect for him has grown because I see what his presence meant to our team.
He was a father figure to me and BJ. We're just straight out of college, 22-year-old kids. And, he always made sure we're eating right, getting into bed on time on the road. I mean, it's honestly like having your dad.
The players looked up to Bill as a leader. He was quiet, but he was effective.
Quiet warrior. He didn't have a lot to say, but you knew around the team, especially for his nickname.
We called him Teach because he always teaches.
It was easy to overlook all the other parts to that team. But if you don't have Bill Cartwright on this roster, you don't win. You may win one championship, but maybe not 3.
part of his leadership was there's more to life than just basketball, but while you're playing basketball, you better give it your all.
It was a rebirth coming here to Chicago, and to be able to overcome the obstacles of the Cleveland Cavaliers and then the dreaded Detroit Pistons, to overcome them. You know, we were the biggest show in town, so it was a lot of fun.
There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. Billy C. Back to Bill Cartwright.